proof that this has happened now. Alright, now this is coming from my lawyer, one of my lawyers, alright? So, uh, again, the proof was already there. I didn't need any more proof. I already knew that this was happening, but my lawyer was very, let's just say, honest with me about what was going on. So, let's go through it. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get in here. So, as soon as a couple more people get in here, I will get started with it and we'll go from there. But to me, I think that this is very concerning that this is happening, especially coming from a lawyer who, doesn't even, shouldn't even know about this, but he does. And I'm glad he does because it opens it up. Now, with that being said, so, looks like there's 4 people in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, if y'all watching this later and y'all have any questions that come up or I didn't answer, let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to answer y'all and get back to y'all. Alright, so, like I said, my lawyer was pretty blunt with me yesterday, alright? So, I went to meet with him again, just talk about the case and everything that happened, alright? So, anyways, he was like an hour late, alright? And he's been on time every time that I met. So, to me, I thought that was strange, that he was an hour late. But also at the same time, I didn't think nothing about it, alright? He's late. But 30 minutes goes by, 45 minutes goes by, it gets to the hour mark, and he's still not there. That is also kind of concerning also, that he was an hour late. Alright, anyways, fast forward. So we get to talking, and, there's another lawyer that was talking to me since he's not there. And then there's another lawyer that comes up, alright? And for whatever reason, they pretty much tell me that they know this cop. I'm like, okay, you know him, big deal, right? So they go on to say, they've had trials with him, alright? So my lawyer walks in, right? And he's talking to me about the case, and everything that's going on. And he tells me that, he doesn't want to take it to trial. I'm like, okay, so you're going to get the charges dropped, right? He goes on to tell me, no, I just don't want to take it to trial. I'm like, well, there's really no other option in it. You got to do something with it, right? So he's like, well, you got a pretty good record. You don't have anything on your record right now. And that's good and everything. But I don't feel comfortable taking this to trial. I'm like, okay, so what are you saying? So he wants me to take this deal and pretty much it will avoid any jail time and it will take the most serious stuff off my record, but it will still keep the lesser charges on there. And I told him, I was like, I really don't want to do that. And I'll tell you why. Alright, number one, the biggest reason why is I want to take this to court, alright? And he went on to tell me, it's their word against your word, alright? And I get that, it's their word against my word, alright? And it probably won't end up well going that route. And I get what he's trying to tell me. But I want a chance to be able to face this cop again, alright? And like I said, it will be his word against my word. And, my attorney told me, he was like, I'm going to call you tomorrow and we'll talk about it once I get back to my office. Now, like I said, he was already an hour late meeting me, alright? When the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I didn't think nothing about it. 30 minutes goes by, okay, whatever, he's 30 minutes late. 45 minutes to the hour mark that he's not there. To me, that is concerning, as you're representing me. You're one of my lawyers and you're an hour late. He's never been late before. Never been late. And he didn't have a rhyme or reason why he was late. None of this is adding up, alright? Like, this whole case, this whole thing, none of it's adding up. You just don't be an hour late and have no rhyme or reason to why you're late. And he didn't even say traffic. He didn't say nothing. All right. And like he said, he didn't feel comfortable taking this to court. And I get that. Most lawyers or attorneys or district attorneys or prosecutors, whatever, they want to take it to court and make their case, and they want to be shown that they can win court cases, right? Not him. Even my other attorney, he doesn't want to take it to court either. Like, and I never really thought anything about it because he wants to push the lesser charges off until the stuff for the bigger charges comes up, and I get that, all right? But my other attorney for the bigger charges, he just wants to push it back also, and he don't even want to take it to court, and I get that also, but it doesn't make any sense. But then I got one lawyer, another lawyer coming up to me telling me that they know this cop. Okay, so you know him. So, like, tell me what's going on. But then they just stop talking. That's it. They don't say nothing else. They just say they know the cop and they stop. Alright. So, me being in the position that I am in, like I said, you accuse me of a crime that you have clear body cam footage of that you can look over, dash cam footage that you won't show me. There are security cameras there. Alright, I have 6 or 7 witnesses standing there that would have testified that I just left. Wouldn't talk to them. I could have called somebody. My dad just said I was there that saying I just left. You wouldn't call them. Alright? And mind you, I'm not talking about walking, 10 miles away. I'm talking like less than 100 feet away to 6 or 7 witnesses that could have testified saying, hey, I just left. Alright? And then you go on to say that you have witnesses. Alright, well, let me talk to the witnesses. Alright, and I get that. You don't want me talking to the witnesses. I get that 100%. But as an officer, I'm sitting here telling you I got 6 or 7 witnesses and you won't allow me to go talk to them. I'm like, okay, well, call my dad. He literally just saw me walk away. Nope. Okay. Like, none of that adds up. And then, like I said, my lawyer's never been late. Alright? The day that I was supposed to, talk to my lawyer about what's actually going on, he was an hour late. And he's never been late at all. He didn't give me no reason to why he was late. He didn't say it was traffic, he was running late, nothing. He just didn't say anything, alright? And then I got 2 district attorneys telling me that they know this cop. Like, okay, you know him, like, go on. And then they just stopped talking. So, and then my lawyer told me, he was like, he's saying he don't want to take it to court. That's completely fine. I don't want to take it to court either. I mean, in a way I do, but in a way I don't. I'm ready to just get this over with. So he wants me to take a deal. Like, I know, alright, if you know you're innocent, why take a deal? And the way they're making it seem is this cop is dirty, which I already know he's dirty, but, the question is, will he try something in court? Will he, and when you got 3 attorneys coming up to you telling you that they don't want to take it to court, that, to me, is a problem. And another thing, when my attorney was running late, alright, these other 2 attorneys came up and wanted to talk to me and try to help me out. But nobody knew that he was running late. Nobody knew where he was. To me, I find that strange that, all 3 of y'all work in the same office, but you don't know where he is. And like I said, he's never late. And he didn't give nobody no reason, no rhyme of why he was late. And like I said, he was supposed to call me tomorrow when he got back to his office. Well, it would be yesterday. He was supposed to call me yesterday when he got back to his office. Now, granted, I met him I was there at 9. He was supposed to be there at 9, but he didn't get there till a little after 10. Alright? And he was meeting with someone else. So I was expecting to call, 12, 1 o'clock. Never got a call. And like I said, this attorney has been prompt. He's been on time. He's called me when he says he's going to call me. He's returned every single phone call. And now, all of a sudden, you're late and you don't want to take it to court now, and you never call me back. Like, I don't know. None of this is adding up. And like I said, I know the cop's dirty because, I dealt with him for a good hour. And on top of that, I asked him for my contacts. Oh, yeah, I'll get your contacts for you. All right. And then, never got them. So I get to the jail. He's like, oh, well, I can't get your contacts now. It's in their hands. So why would you tell me you're going to get it for me and don't get it for me? Like, I don't get it. And then you don't give me a chance. You automatically assume I'm the guy when, I'm not the guy. And like I said, before I even get out of the car, you automatically say that's the guy. Like, as a cop, who does that? Like, you got to identify the person, all right? And, they're sitting there saying that they have witnesses. And I know for a fact that they don't have any witnesses because I was on the other side of the building when it happened, when they caught me. And the witnesses, they said we're over here. So that tells you right there that you don't have any witnesses and you were just saying that just to say it. Now, whether you are going to pay people or not, I don't know. But when I got 3 saying that they don't want to take it to court or I should just take this deal, to me, that is a big red flag. And like I said, I know how you are because I dealt with you for an hour. An hour more than I wanted to. So, again, I don't know. All this is very strange. And like I said, same thing is happening to Ryan Upchurch. Now, like I said in previous videos, he is a lot bigger than me, and I get that. He is closer to 3 million, alright, and I'm closer to 5,000. But with that being said, I do have some kind of influence in the world, alright? Now, obviously, I don't have close to 3 million subscribers. I got 5,000, which is still a good bit. But Ryan Upchurch has been targeted by police, one cop in particular. He stalks his social media, he stalks his Instagram, he follows him to certain places when he says he's going to go there. He calls the magistrate's court. They tell him that he doesn't have a court date. When he does, they tell him not to worry about it, and he really has to worry about it. And then you get scheduled another court date, and they're sitting there telling him that oh, you can't reschedule it. But it's a simple traffic violation. Alright, it's not like he's out on felony murder. It's a simple traffic violation. So why wouldn't he be able to reschedule that is my question. And like Upchurch said, if you have any kind of power or money, and you're not on the side that they want you to be on, they will do anything that they can to try and cancel you and stop you, alright? And like I said, I'm not claiming to have 3 million subscribers or even close to 3 million subscribers, but 5,000 people, is a good bit of people, and there are people in my town that have found my YouTube channel and are subscribed to it, so I do have some kind of influence in the world out there. And, I'm not saying that I'm going through the same thing that he's going through, but like I said before in other videos, my neighbor had guns pulled on him by cops 2 days before this happened to me. And with Ryan Upchurch, days before this happened to him, this same cop was pulling over people, trying to get information on Ryan Upchurch. And I just think it's strange that happened to him. And now it's pretty much the same thing is happening to me. And like Upchurch said, not everybody has money to fight this, alright? What if this happened to a single mother? What if this happened to a college student? Not everybody has money to fight this. Alright, and including me, I don't have money to fight this. I don't have millions of dollars to sink into this. He does, though. He has that money to sink into it and be okay afterwards. But again, law enforcement backgrounds, whatever you want to call it, have settlement funds set aside for stuff like this, alright? And like I said, I have this flag up, alright? And I strongly support law enforcement, alright? I always have, I always will. That's just who I am as a person. But with that being said, this has opened me up to a lot more. Maybe there are more bad cops than good cops, alright? And I'm not saying that is the case, but maybe these cops that do stuff that they're not supposed to do get protected more, alright? Like these lawyers here, for example, alright? Better handling my case. I got 2 of them. And none of them want to take it to court, alright? And then I got 3 other lawyers telling me that they know this officer and they wouldn't take it to court either. So, as lawyers representing people, alright, these people come to you for help, whether they're guilty or innocent, alright? That's beside the point. But these people come to you for help, to represent them, alright? So if you know that this cop is dirty, or this cop is doing stuff that he's not supposed to be doing, or y'all are scared to take it to court against him for whatever reason, why would you not try to prosecute this or try to stop it? Alright, and I know why. They're scared that there's going to be retaliation against them. They're scared that they might lose their job. They're scared that they might get fired. But the biggest thing is, they're scared of retaliation. Alright? And I completely get that. But me personally, I've always been taught that, stand up for what you believe in, alright? And that's why, as far as this goes, I'm not backing down from it, alright? I don't care if it goes to, I don't care where it goes, honestly, honestly, I want the best for me, but I want this officer fired. The way he treated me, and then these attorneys talking to me, and like I said, I got 2 of my attorneys scared to take it to court. Like, it doesn't make any sense. These attorneys should not be scared to take it to court. Like I said, most attorneys, prosecutors, all these people, they want to take it to court and prove that they can win their case, and they want to get that money. Not here. They don't. They're scared. And like I don't get it. I really don't. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, my landlord getting 2 guns pulled on him the day before, or 2 days before this happened to me, is just, none of this adds up. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But again, officers like this need to be held accountable. And, I'm just one person, alright? But, if I can get a group of people around me to support this cause, then, it would be great, and it will show that, all the bad law enforcement officers out there, that they can't get away with stuff like this. And as far as retaliation goes, or anything like that, I'm not worried about that, alright? If y'all want to try and put fake charges on me, if y'all want to try to, ban me off social media, if y'all want to try and, gun me down, whatever, I'm going to keep making videos until I'm not alive, alright? That's just how it is. Now, with that being said, I do know people that have a lot bigger following than me, a lot bigger fan base. I know people that have 50,000 subscribers. I know people that have 20,000 subscribers. So, it can be done, but, again, even if you have, 75,000, 80,000 people with you, you still got all that money backed into the police department. And a lot of people told me that it's not worth it. It's not worth it to sue. No, it is, alright? See, I'm going to sue. Now, and it's not just because of the money. I could care less about the money. The fact is, they have to pay for what they did. Alright? They falsely accused me of a crime, caused me to miss work, so they have to pay for that. And again, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about, this needs to be publicly addressed, alright? So, if I could get this on my local news, I think that would be a start. And again, I'm talking to these other people that have fan bases, and whether they want to do it or not, I don't know. But I think that they would. I don't see why not. So talk to them, get it spread out more. And like I said, this happens not daily, but this happens a good bit. And it doesn't get spoke about because usually they just pay out a settlement and they tell you, hey, if we pay you this amount of money, you keep it quiet and we'll give you this. And it's never heard about. Like, think about it. Stuff like this really does happen more than you think it does. But again, they pay you 30, 40, 50,000, maybe more depending on what happens. Now, there was a man in my state a couple months ago who was falsely arrested. Now, they actually slammed him into the concrete. Now, this is an older man. Alright, slammed his head into the concrete. Now, his whole head was busted open. And they took him to jail on false charges. Alright, and he ended up getting, I think, $200,000. And it was on the news. Now, his was on the news because, his head was busted open and he was pouring blood. So, obviously, that's going to get some media attention. At least you would hope it would. And it did, and he got his money within, a week. But I think stuff like this really does need to be talked about more. Stuff like this needs to be publicly addressed more. Just for the simple fact that, you can't go on having stuff like this. You can't allow this as law enforcement officers. As law enforcement officers, you want better. Your job is to protect and serve the community. Alright, and when you make a mistake, you need to own up to it. But this was not a mistake. This was them trying to falsely arrest somebody and just get an arrest to make that report. Whatever it was. Alright? But you can't go around doing stuff like this. But again, I just want to bring this to y'all. Like I said, if y'all watching this later and y'all have any questions for me, let me know down in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer y'all. For everybody that's here now, thank y'all for watching. As always, I appreciate you guys' support and y'all stay